All right, Miles, it's time to talk about the Pittsburgh Steelers. Look, this is a team offensively. They've had a few struggles. Defensively, they got some guys back last week against Miami. They played better on defense. It wasn't enough. They've got to turn the corner, and they've got a huge opportunity this week. But there have been some news floating around the Pittsburgh Steelers, some potential big changes, maybe under the radar, kind of peeking its head up that could have massive implications for this football team. And I know you've got some specifics on that. Before I hand it over to you, Steelers fans, we want to hear from you in the comment section below. Give us one change, one move, whatever it may be, trade, cut, release, promotion, demotion, fire, hire, whatever it may be that you think the Steelers need to make right now to turn their season around. Let us know what you think they absolutely need to do in the comment section below. But Miles, what do you have out of Pittsburgh?
Yeah, Nick, I think if we took a poll right now, it would be a 90% overwhelming vote of fire Matt Canada, the offensive coordinator. I think that's something I've seen floated around over and over and over again. And I think Pittsburgh fans would be open to a change in the offensive system. But Mike Tomlin has noted that he is also open to change on the offense, but states he won't make any changes as of now. He says, I don't feel like I'm there yet. So Tomlin came out and gave this statement. He's open to changes on the offense, not quite yet. He doesn't feel like he is there. So, Nick, does this next game for the Pittsburgh Steelers, does this to you seem like kind of a ultimatum-esque thing where, Canada, you need to either change this offense right now and we need to see drastic improvement, or maybe I'm ready to make the change. Maybe we start to switch things up, see what we can do. What do you think about this?
Yeah, so this kind of rings very similar to what Mike Tomlin was saying, before he made the move to go from Trubisky to Kenny Pickett at the quarterback position. So I went back and looked at, this is from sportsillustrated.com, what Mike Tomlin said prior to the Jets game, which is when Kenny Pickett took over the job. This is what Tomlin said going into the Jets game. I'm open to whatever that entails, but at the same time, we're not going to blow in the wind. And I think that the sentiment I want to relay is that the last couple of games haven't unfolded as we would like, but we're in a no blink business, particularly if we believe in what we're doing and who we've been doing with. So, and sometimes you just have to show steely resolve and smile in the face of adversity that the last couple of games results have produced for us. So Miles, what Tomlin is saying here says, listen, we've had some adversity, we've had some troubles, but we believe in the people who we're doing with. We believe in Mitch Trubisky. We believe in the job he's doing on offense. We've had some adversity. We just need to push through it. Literally, by the end of the first half of the next game, it's Kenny Pickett time. And obviously, outside of the concussion, it's been Kenny Pickett time the rest of the way, most likely. I think this rings very similar to the comments he just made, ring very similar to the comments he made before benching Mitch Trubisky. This is almost like the kiss of death opportunity. It's like whenever you hear the owner of like a losing coach say, that guy has my full support. I love him. He's amazing. We're going to do great things. That basically means he's fired and he's gone. So I look at what Tomlin just said about Matt Canada and the offense not making big changes as almost the exact opposite. As, hey, look, I love Matt Canada, but under the radar, he's like, yeah, this guy's done. We're gonna, I don't know if they'll fire him, but they'll either demote him, he won't be involved in play calling or whatever they're gonna do. I think Canada's reign running this offense is over.
Yeah, I think the easiest thing and the best thing probably to do for the Steelers is to kind of fade him out. Someone, maybe Tomlin, anybody, take over play calling duties, go forward, and kind of, it's very interesting because with the new quarterback in play in the system, a lot of offensive coordinators, you see, they change the offense for when new quarterbacks come in. You see, like the Patriots with Bailey Zappi. Whenever he came in, they ran a much different offense than when Mac Jones was the quarterback. And you'd think that Canada would start to switch things up to tailor towards Kenny Pickett to, change it up, maybe quicker reads, different things. And it seems like he's doing the same old thing, same old stale offense, and it hasn't been working. It really just, there's no spark to it. There's no nothing like that. And the players are making plays. George Pickens is getting a heavy volume of targets. He's now the highest graded receiver on the team ever since Kenny Pickett has come in. He's really been making a difference. But like you said, it hasn't been enough. I do like that Claypool had increased production last week, but there's rumors that he may be traded as well. So just overall, they need to get things going. And if Canada isn't the guy, you've seen teams switch off offensive coordinators mid-year all the time, and it can make a huge difference. And this is a Steelers team that overall, not too bad. When TJ Watt comes back on defense side of the ball, It's a dominant defense. They have the weapons on offense. This offensive line, this is something that everyone has been talking about as a weak point. But if you look at it, Nick, objectively, over the last 7 games, they've graded out left tackle to right tackle 55.9, 63.8, 65.4, 70.7, and finally Okafor rounding it off with a 68.0 grade on the season. So those are decent grades for the offensive line. They've been
about
playing,
average. Yeah, average.
well above expectation. So this is a team that should be doing much better than they are.
Yeah, 100%. And the trend isn't their friend either. If you go back to last year, they were 23rd in yards, 21st in points scored. This year, it's gone into the real dumpster. They are 31st in points scored and 30th in total yards on offense. Canada is just driving this team in a negative trend, and it just isn't going to get any better. We've seen week by week the defense. They were healthier against Miami, held Miami to 16 points. They got to catch some of those picks, but other than that, they did really well on defense. The offense just couldn't get it done. And the fact of the matter remains is that Matt Canada's lost. Obviously, he's lost the fan base. I really think he's lost the coaching staff and the players as well. One thing I like to be the play caller is the quarterback's coach, Mike Sullivan. Obviously, Sullivan, he's worked with a lot of young guys. Maybe I think he's coached like 5 or 6 Pro Bowlers. He's done a lot of good work with a bunch of players. And he seems to be a real players kind of guy. So I think that relationship with Pickett could go a long way. So I really like the idea of elevating a guy like Sullivan to be the play caller. And look, the Steelers already have an assistant quarterbacks coach, so it just seems natural. Move the number 1 quarterbacks coach to OC, get the assistant guy to take over the regular quarterback day-to-day stuff. It just seems too natural to me. And this is a Steelers offense. They really need a boost. And the best thing you can do when you have playmakers, to your point, they got some guys, is just make a change. And it just makes the most sense. Now is the time to do it. They may do it in the middle of this game like they did the switch from Trubisky to Pickett. They may do it after, but the time's running out. They need to make a move, and I think they will make a move at OC very soon.